Well, it is that time of the year when festive season is upon us, and who better than Titan to talk to us about how the overall consumption trend and festive trend is panning out. We have Mr. Ajoy Chawla, the CEO, Jewelry Division at Titan Company Limited, joining us on the show right now. Ajoy, hi, thanks so much for making time and speaking with us. Always a pleasure. To begin with, talk to us about the festive season demand so far. We are 10-12 days into the festive season. How's been the demand pick up so far, and what's the overall expectation of the consumer sentiment?
So I think the festive season has picked up very well. It's still early days. We have seen about 12, 13 days of from Navratri onwards and Dashara weekend. Certain markets picked up much faster. South and East markets have seen a much healthier and earlier growth. The North and West markets have come into the party a little later, closer to the Dashara weekend. But overall, I think festive season is looking positive and good. We have also seen, we have done sentiment studies even before the festive season and saw that a lot of interest in jewelry buying was there, is there, and even higher than last year based on our track. So overall, all positive, and we are hoping that it's going to be a fantastic festive quarter.
And how are you at tanishq gearing up for this festive season? Is it some new product range that you've launched? Is there a specific category which is seeing more buyers?
Yeah. So this festive season, we have launched our thematic collection called the Navrani collection and a campaign around that. That's the national collection and offering. It's specially designed. It's inspired by the opulence of royalty, of heritage, and it's got a lot of glamour as well in it. In fact, the entire inspiration came because we saw a lot of consumer interest in either glamorous weddings, which we saw in the first half of the year, or even certain shows on television, which picked up a lot of interest, and the fashion week. And we felt that women are very excited about status pieces, about glamour, and about opulence. So this collection, the Navrani collection, celebrates all that and is an ode to the progressive Indian woman, the tanishq woman, whom we would like to call as the Queen of Hearts, because that's how she is. And for festive occasion as well as for weddings, she would like to express herself very, very uniquely. And the Navrani collection, in a way, plays upon kundan work, meenakari work, glass, and faceted glass. Uh, at fairly affordable prices. We have launched an entire collection of 55 different SKUs, ranging from 1 lakh going away all the way up to 15 lakhs. But a bulk of it is sitting between the 3 to 7 lakhs. Across other parts of the country, we have launched several collections which are regionally specific, which is in Tamil Nadu, Andhra, and West Bengal. And each of these regional collections are inspired by traditional motifs. They have done very, very well. They were launched a little earlier to Diwali and carried forward into Diwali. And of course, there are beautiful offers because festive season customers are looking to buy gold, looking to buy jewelry, studded jewelry as well. So there are very good offers. And as we speak, we are offering this year, because gold rates are high, not only the up to 20% making off on making charges as well as 20% on studded jewelry at the MRP level. But we are also offering 101 rupees per gram benefit to customers on gold just to make them feel good, because that's a response that many customers came back to us and said, gold has become expensive. Help us to buy more gold this season. Are you doing something special for us this season? So that is the other piece that we have done.
Well, one thing which has rallied this year is gold prices. Now, on account of that, are you seeing some sort of moderation in demand or maybe at least delay in purchases?
Not really. I think, as I said, the festive season has picked up well, and especially the Dasara weekend has been very good. But yes, there is a segment of customers who will keep waiting to see, will gold price correct. In fact, we are also offering, to help such customers, we are also offering a best gold rate offer in which people can book book their favorite product and decide to buy it closer to Diwali, and they'll get the best of the two gold rates, today's rate or the rate on the day they purchase. So we've even tried to solve that part for that customer, because there is a segment of customers who wait and watch to see, is gold rate going to correct just before the season? And I do hope for their benefit it does. Not just their benefit, everybody's benefit. But we don't know, because gold rates have been following their own trajectory and very difficult to predict.
And how's been the overall demand for the natural diamonds? And I ask you that in context of this latest buzz around lab-grown diamonds, with its cheaper price and pretty much similar quality level, as some would call it. Is that becoming a bit of a bit of a menace, if at all, to you guys?
So, firstly, let me correct you. I don't think it's a menace. There is no such significant disruption. There's a lot more noise, perhaps in media and a little bit in the industry. But we are not seeing any significant impact of lab grown diamonds on our business or inquiries. Sure, many players are rushing in, but so far, we are seeing fairly good growth rates even in our studded offering. In fact, quarter two, we clocked in an overall growth of about 25% in totality across our entire jewelry portfolio. And about 11% was the buyer growth. Okay. And the rest of it coming from ticket size. Now, the buyer growth for studded, and we do only natural diamonds, was higher than the buyer 11% buyer growth by a certain amount. So we are not seeing that kind of impact. Now, is lab grown going to become a disruptive force for diamonds? Maybe, maybe not. In India, the total penetration of diamonds itself is in early double digits. So the opportunity is huge. There may very well be multiple segments which may come into play. There is precious jewelry and fine jewelry which may have real and natural diamonds, and then there may be fashion jewelry which may have lab grown. So I don't know. Let the dust settle on that. But as of now, we are anticipating very good growth even in our studded segment. In fact, we are targeting aggressive growths, and we hope to continue to see good double-digit buyer growths even in studded, just like we would expect to see double-digit buyer growths in our overall portfolio as well, gold and studded.
Are you happy with the natural diamond range, or at some point perhaps you'll be looking at getting into LGDs?
So as far as tanishq is concerned, it is fair and square within the precious space. And we believe tanishq customers and tanishq diamonds will always be special, will be rare, and will offer value. And not just now, but value in the future as well. So frankly speaking, the precious jewelry space and the fine jewelry space where CaratLane and Mia, etc. are in, and tanishq and Zoya in the precious space, will always remain a very important and relevant segment.
Ajoy, the other thing that we are hearing from the ground report suggests that there's a bit of a reversal of trend. That is, with the increase in gold prices and this LGD, etc., there's a bit of a shift from organized to unorganized. Any data that could support or deny this?
No, I think the organized sector and the formalization of the jewelry category is a secular trend. It is continuing. I don't see the unorganized sector becoming stronger. Yes, I'm seeing some players from the independents and unorganized space wanting to organize themselves and also expand, like the organized chains have done so. So that trend is there in that aspect as well. But I don't think there is a reversal of trend because of prices of gold, etc. In certain specific pockets, there can always be some amount of price warrior approach by certain individual players, but that doesn't make the trend for the country. And even there, I feel the rate at which many players are expanding. See, we have added 22 stores in tanishq in the first 6 months. Another 15 are likely to come up in this quarter and more in quarter four. Similarly, all the other organized players are expanding at a rapid pace. Mia, we've added 30 stores and more will come. CaratLane has added several stores. Similarly, all the other new age players are also increasing the number of stores. So I would find it very difficult to believe that there is a secular trend in the reverse direction. It can only become stronger. Currently, organized plays about 35 to 38% of the entire sector. I think that contribution is only going to increase in the next few years.
Okay, thank you, Ajoy, for making time and speaking with us, and wish you a very happy and a prosperous festive season.
Thank you. Thank you.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits. And then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.